Governor Uzodinma'S drops bombshell, reviews alleged dirty plans of PDP in Imo State. Governor Uzodinma'S drops bombshell, reviews alleged dirty plans of PDP in Imo State. To my dear listeners, good day from wherever you're listening from. Kindly stay tuned as I read today's news. The Imo State government has accused the PDP, the People's Democratic Party, of plotting to incite violence following the recent local government elections in the state. Governor Hope Uzodinma'S administration made it clear that violence would not be tolerated under any circumstances. This warning was issued by the Commissioner for Information, Strategy and Public Orientation, Declan Emelumba, in response to statements made by the PDP. The party had issued a caution to the newly elected local government chairpersons, advising them to avoid the council secretariat across the 27 local government areas. Emelumba described this warning as alarming, especially given the recent violence in Rivers State. It was too much of coincidence that just 24 hours after the Rivers violence, the PDP, in a statement on Tuesday, warned the elected local government chairman in Imo State to stay away from the council secretariat. Such a warning is ominous and requires the urgent attention of the security agencies, Emelumba said. The Imo State government rejected what it termed as the PDP's baseless accusations of electoral fraud and financial mismanagement. The government emphasized that the election had been successfully conducted and that the newly elected local government chairpersons were sworn in without any issues. Emelumba stated, the PDP has been making contradictory claims. On the one hand, saying that there was no election, while on the other hand, claiming that their candidates should have been declared winners. Such incoherence reflects their desperations and lack of preparedness for the election. The government strongly refuted these claims, stressing that all financial dealings related to the project were transparent and in line with the law. Emelumba noted that the PDP was resorting to spreading falsehoods to cover up their poor performance in the elections. The government also dismissed the PDP's claim that the newly elected chairpersons were being forced to submit resignation letters if they did not comply with the governor's directives. He added, the PDP is acting like a sore loser, if they are serious about seeking redress, they should do so through the court as advised by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. To my dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news. And now before I go, in contribution to the news that I have read so far, I want to say that Uzodinma, I do not think it is his business to actually say anything concerning what is going on in PDP. At least even before you can jump from your own party to another party to speak ill of them, check your own party first. Do the needful in your own party. Make sure that in your own party you are perfect before you can actually blame another party. Because this is where problems start from. When you start speaking ill of another of another party, then definitely a problem will arise. Problem will definitely arises, and that is where they start having all these political fight, and it causes a whole lot of problem. To my dear listeners, so I'm still saying that Uzodinma has no moral right to speak of another party unless he finds that his own party is perfect. As a matter of fact, Uzodinma is not governing his people's right. At least I don't tell in their state, but the comments we are hearing from his state does not speak well of him. And it actually shows that in his own state that is governing, not to talk of his party, is not responsible. Then why talking about another party? Then I think for him to have the right to speak of another party, he should make sure his